Hai guys, long time no see.
Yes, sometimes you too.
Hi you guys, what are you guys do during this pandemic?
Oh, I too saw after this pandemic, I spend more time reading books.
Oh yeah? What book? If I am more interested in books that contain sexual violence against children.
You also like the books that talk about it? We're actually the same.
The three of us are the same. But if it's me, I read a book related to it because lately there's been a lot of sexual violence against children according to what's been circulating in the news. It's scary.
Wow, what a coincidence. Yesterday afternoon around at 5 o'clock p.m. when I opened the video on TikTok, there was news about sexual violence against children. I swear it was really cruel.
Yes, it's true. I also watched it. I'm sorry to now.
Why has it been since the pandemic of sexual violence against children is growing?
Yes, maybe during online learning, parental supervision of children is also reduced.
Well, guys, do you guys know that sexual violence against children is an act of torture or an act that can be said to be against the law?
Yes, that's why violence in act that can take away a person, right? Or an act that can cause trauma and even kill someone's life.
Well, usually sexual violence happens to children who are not yet 18 years old.
Why do people sexual violence against children who are still under 18 years old?
Well, because they think that most of them are older, those under 18 years old don't know about sex yet. That's why they are used to satisfying the fear of adults.
That's right. So children are very vulnerable to cases of sexual violence because they are always treated as the weakens and helpless fibers.
Also, that's why which makes the children afraid and helpless when threatened by the perpetrators to tell what was experienced at that time.
Yes, a case like this cannot be left alone because it can injure the child both physically and psychologically.
Yes, that's right. There needs to be action to handle this case.
In your opinion, how do you handle this case?
I think the main treatment for sexual violence against children is to prevent sexual violence against children, starting with parents.
Yes, I agree because the role of parents is very important for the development of children, especially those who are still under the age 18. At that age, they are very vulnerable to promiscuity. What do you think?
But I don't think it depends on the child, doesn't it? Today, children lie a lot to their parents. Their permission to study outside turns out to be playing with their friends. So it's like that. Now it's because of parents' lack of supervision. So there's a lot of promiscuity among teenagers.
Yes, but it shouldn't be something prepared that serves
Really.
a situation like that. In my opinion, this cannot be justified. This is style against the law book now.
Actually, not only teenagers who get sexual violence treatment, but also many children under the age 10 years old who are the target of sexual violence. Even this happens not from the outsiders, but from the surrounding environment, worse the perpetrators from their own immediate family.
Yeah, you guys know the impact will happen because of the sexual violence. It will be trauma for the child. He will be afraid because they feel threatened by the perpetrator, and the victim will be feel embraced when informed of the incident.
Sometimes emotionally, the victim can experience stress, depression, mental disorder, feeling of guilt, excessive fear, and nightmare. And from a physical point of view, the victim will experience a decrease in appetite, difficult sleeping, headaches, wound on the body, and can even be at risk of being infected and infectious disease.
So, for cases like this, how is the law applied?
Try to open KUP in Article 287. We can understand that the criminal law seeks to provide legal protection for minors from sexual violence in the form of rape, where the perpetrator will be threatened with a prison sentence of 9 years.
But it is necessary to know that legal action will take place if the incident is reported to the authorities. And if the report is withdrawn, then it cannot be legally processed.
Wow, this is very unfair to victim. So, what are the conclusions for our discussion today?
So, I think the conclusion is cases of sexual violence against children should not be ignored. This is a violation of norms and laws because it had injured children both physically and psychologically. Children should be filled with the joy, happiness. This relate to seeing the victim as the subject of sexual abuse. Therefore, as adults, children must be protected from all form of sexual violence. This protection not only uphold children's rights but also invest in the future life. These handlers must get help from family, community, and also the government.
Wow, today our discussion is very useful. Well, guys, next time we have to do some discussion with a different topic.
Agree? By the way, it look like we have to end our discussion today because I have to go.
Well, it's been a while since we discussed. See you guys.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.